Zidane, Electro Ninja here, and welcome back to Electro Ninja's Lab. Reincarnated as a Sword has an anime at long last. Oh, I'm so excited. Let's see what the rating is. Oh, shit. Like I said, guys, welcome back to Electro Ninja's Lab. Yeah. Reincarnated as a Sword has an anime, which that's incredible. I'm really glad that it does. And I've actually watched it quite a bit at this point. So, obviously, I'm a bit biased, but I'm really happy about the anime. It's great. I love it. It's one of the just honestly, I'm so glad that they made this, and I want to watch the entire thing. And 100%, if I can ever find a Blu-ray, I am buying that shit the second it can find it. So, yeah. Needless to say, I am really excited about Reincarnated as a Sword. But apparently not everyone agrees, especially with that frickin' 1.5 stars on Amazon. How is that possible? Well, the answer, Amazon's an idiot. For whatever reason, I don't know why, but for whatever reason, Amazon doesn't have the English sub or dub. It's literally just Japanese. And I don't know if the people that were watching this were just idiots and couldn't find and just didn't click on the correct spot so that they could actually change the language and the subtitles, or what. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. I don't want to know. I don't care. Amazon, fix your system. But yeah, it's not High Dive's fault. Just, I want to put that out there to everyone who is looking at those. If you are looking up those reviews at this point in time, it is not High Dive's fault. It is 100% on Amazon. And the reason that I bring this up is that High Dive actually does this really well. I have watched up through, I think, episode 7 at this point in time, as I'm recording this video, which released on the 16th of February in English. So, yeah, obviously I've seen quite a bit. And you might be wondering, why are you watching the dub, not the sub? There's a reason, and I'll get to it. But as of right now, I would say it is 100% worth it to watch it. If you have ever been wondering, should I get High Dive? This is the show that will probably make you say, yes, this is a good idea. And I am not sponsored by them in any way, shape, and form. They have no idea I even exist. But I do have to say, for what it is, like, High Dive is surprisingly really well made. Honestly, it's shocking to me that, one, it is $5 for the entire app. And no ads, no nothing. And $5? What? That's incredible. But this one show was able to convince me to get it. Because I started off just by watching a few episodes. I wanted to watch the entire series so that I could do this video, and talk about how this is ridiculous. I wanted to make sure that it wasn't High Dive's fault for whatever was going on with Amazon. So I started the 7-day free trial, and it convinced me to just keep the subscription until the season is done at least, and then come back to it whenever I decide that I want to watch something that's only on High Dive. But with all of that, Reincarnated as a Sword is truly incredible. And I do mean that it is truly incredible. So if you have been wondering about it at all, before I get into any spoilers whatsoever, just know that it gets 5 stars from me, and a 10 out of 10. It is truly amazing, and it deserves all of the attention that it can possibly get. And I'm really sad that there just wasn't that many people who are watching this series. But 100%, if you guys are interested in Reincarnated as a Sword at all, absolutely watch the anime. There are some people that are saying it's not that good, and I'm like, it's good. It's really freaking good. It takes a lot of the aspects that are issues with the original manga and improves on them. There's a lot of things throughout the manga that are kind of weird. Cough, cough. There's nudity in the manga. So, if you don't want to see the nudity, then watch the anime because they've completely censored all of that shit out. So you're able to watch the entire thing, get the story, and it's fantastic. Not only that, but the voice actors for the dub, oh my gosh, they make this hilarious. Just teacher's reactions and everything that he says is just, you can feel how much fun the actors are having with portraying these characters.
I'm a top quality sword here. I'm a magic sword that'll grant you tons of abilities just by equipping me. I even know how to cook. Hell, I'll even max out the skill.
Fran's character is just really portrays how Fran is as a character in general, especially this early on, because yeah, it's she's very reserved, especially near the beginning, and then but when she's happy, just it lights up the room, and it's just, I love it.
A sword. I need power.
I'll give you power.
What was that?
You can hear me? I can use my telepathy if you're touching me.
Who are you?
I'm the sword! The sword you're holding onto right now!
That's shocking.
You don't really look like you're too shocked.
I am.
Guess she's the quiet type that keeps her emotions hidden. Forget that, though! Grab a hold of me, cat girl!
As you request.
Come on, hurry! Come on! Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! Bear coming! Big bear! Come on! I'm out!
I've kind of mentioned in the... I don't think I've mentioned this, but there's kind of this thing going around with anime right now with the adopted daughter. This has happened with, obviously, Spy Family, Buddy Daddies. We're making a video about that before too long, so get ready for that. But also Reincarnated as a Sword, which predates Buddy Daddies. So, yes, absolutely watch it. If you enjoyed Spy Family or Buddy Daddies, you're gonna enjoy Reincarnated as a Sword. The only problem with it is that it's on High Dive, and that's the only place that you can watch it. So, yeah. But as for the anime itself, it's truly fantastic. Getting to see Fran and Teacher's relationship growing throughout the entire thing, it's fantastic. I love it. I love all the little moments of Fran just kicking ass. And yeah, there's very little that I can't say about how much I enjoy this series. From the amazing talent that went behind the actual opening and ending, it's amazing. And it's so much fun that I actually might be downloading a lot of this just so I can have it whenever I want to watch it. But yeah, even if I can't find the actual Blu-ray, I'm probably going to be trying to figure out a way that I can rewatch this series whenever I can, because I absolutely love this series 100%. And honestly, that's incredible. To see a show that I absolutely love the manga, to get such a good treatment in its anime adaptation, I'm honestly surprised. There's a lot of manga and anime that unfortunately just don't meet expectations. I'm sure that there are many people who have watched the series and are just like, this isn't that great, it doesn't quite follow the manga, whatever. But very rarely is a manga and an anime going to be completely perfect 100%. They are going to look exactly like it, because there's just a lot of things that just don't properly transfer between manga to animation. So, obviously, there's going to be some of that. But this is as close to perfect as I think they can get. And I don't know if the anime is just going to fall off the face of the earth once this first season is done, or what is going to happen. But just from what I've seen, I 100% want to see this series continue for much, much longer. And while I am going to continue to read the manga for the rest of my time, and also read the light novel at some point, as for the anime itself, I'm loving it. And you guys will as well. There's a lot of, like I said, little moments where Teacher is just absolutely hilarious. And I got some clips to show you guys. So, here you go. But with all of that, should you watch this anime? Yes. And honestly, I wish that I could go more in depth with this anime, but I really don't want to spoil it because there's a lot of little things that, granted, this series has been out for a while now, especially the manga and the light novel. So if you've been reading the manga or the light novel, you already know the story for sure. But there's something that really doesn't come across as much with an anime, with the manga to the anime. And they really did a truly fantastic job of making sure that people enjoy this series and can laugh alongside the characters, because obviously there are some really dark moments throughout the manga, and the anime really exemplifies just how much Fran hates blue cats and a lot of that stuff with that. And I think it's really funny because for those of you who are unaware, the main villain in my book, Sting's Adventures, is a character named Black Cat, who is literally a humanoid black cat. But in one of the earlier drafts of it, there was actually going to be an alternate version of him that was going to be a good guy named Blue Cat. And I kind of just love that it's basically the exact opposite of what I had originally created for my book. And I kind of love it. Now, for those of you who are wondering if if there will actually be a character named Blue Cat in Sting's Adventures, no, the character has been removed at this point in time. But I just think that's funny. That especially the original version of my character, it's basically swapped. The black cats are actually the good guys, and the blue cats are complete dicks. And I want to kill them. Just like Fred kills a lot of them. Oh my. There's a lot of things with that, and I really cannot wait to see exactly what they're going to continue to show in the manga and the anime as this story continues. I would love to see some characters that show up later in the series, because there's a lot of really fun characters, such as the Necromancer later down the line. He's fun. He's very fun. And there's lots of other characters like that I think that a lot of you guys are going to really enjoy. And if you haven't, if you're not really 100% certain if you want to watch the anime or read the manga, I do suggest watching the anime at first. Watch it with your 7 free days, and then if you're not convinced to actually, if you're not dedicated enough to spend the $5 to keep it for a few months, or however long it's going to take you to watch the series, then spend the time to get the manga, because that's truly fantastic. And you'll be able to keep it. So there's that. But yeah, it's truly like I said, it's a truly fantastic, and I'm rambling at this point, but there's just a lot with those with Fran and Teacher that honestly I just love their characters so much. One of the things that was kind of iffy about the original series is that Teacher was a bit of a perv. Like, not super pervy, but kind of like he would blush and stuff with when thinking about girls and stuff like that. But they've really removed a lot of that, and I think that that's really exemplifies how good of a character he is, because that was a small flaw that they just threw in as a joke, and they've slowly been removing that in general in the series as we've continued on. But his continuous love for Fran and his fatherly love for her, as well as later on Jet, it's so passionate and loving. It's a father who loves his kid. And like I said, I absolutely adore those aspects that were in the original manga, and they continue on with the anime. Sorry, I like I said, I really, really love this anime, and if you guys haven't yet, like I said, please absolutely take the time, watch the anime if you have the chance, and maybe just pick up the manga or the light novel, whatever you want to do. Speaking of which, though, I should mention the spinoff really quick, because I don't know when my next video is going to be about Reincarnated Sword. There is a spinoff. Don't read the spinoff yet. Don't get it, because there are references to stuff that is currently happening in the manga, and if you are not caught up with the light novel, don't get the spinoff. But just be aware of that. If you are even slightly interested in the spin-off manga, wait for get at least past, I'd say, volume 10, maybe 11, before you of the manga, before you read the light novel, before you read the new spin-off. Because I'm not 100% certain on exact placement of the series, but it's somewhere around there. So yeah, do check it out. Absolutely do check it out. But wait until you can actually you've caught up with a lot of the stuff that's currently that's happened in the light novel, but is currently going on with the manga. Because yeah, placement's really tricky with that stuff. But anyways, guys, with all that said, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, leave your thoughts and theories down in the comments below. If you do have a theory, make sure to say theory review somewhere in a comment. And of course, if you guys haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and ring that notification bell. And I will see you guys in the next video. But on!